the injury to nursing home residents? Yes. Mhm. Mhm. The Mary and Martha there in Paulsbo? Yeah. Mhm. Where June Irving had been, and we had visited with her before. Moving to Guam? Yes. 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 And then there's numerous locations in Port Angeles. Yes. Now, I'm wanting the ownership of them. Any place that receives Medicaid, yes. Or when the hospital says, well, we're going to move you to a licensed, yes, nursing home location for recuperation or a rehabilitation. Yes. Mm, mm. Now, when we go through the actual application process of all of those that went from the hospital to rehabilitation, yes, I'm going to want all of them. And the employees, and the actual amount of money they've been making, 20 miles down. Yeah. The email addresses and the internet usage of every location. Yeah. Where you as a hospital moved them from the hospital, to a Medicaid qualified location. Now, in looking at this hostage situation, see kidnapping. Yes. That's what it says right here. Hostage situation, see kidnapping. When you as a court, yes, issued a protection order, yes, without the jurisdiction of crime, yeah, without understanding the conditions of diversion, yes, without you checking with me before you did that, and then you arrested me and served me the dissolution of marriage at the same time, yeah, I had the right to contact Healthy Families of Clallam County to find out if they did get a copy of the stipulation and order. And they tried to make it look like I was attempting to contact the petitioner through a third party. Now, since they have the fiduciary obligation of my 5 sons, yes, to understand that marriage reconciliation is a condition of diversion, yes, so that you can actually do what you've been taught, yes, I'm wanting to sue them and have them put in prison. You cannot motion the court for dissolution of marriage without satisfying the conditions of the stipulation and order. Yeah. You can't serve the individual and arrest them at the same moment, yes, for violating a protection order where you gave exclusive continuing jurisdiction of my sons to my wife when the truth was, yes, the jurisdiction of any no contact order was Guam. Now, when you reissued it a week later after she petitioned the court for dissolution of marriage by minute order, Brett, you didn't take into consideration the obligation, yes, that when I obligated myself to have to do the parenting classes so as to qualify for the expungement, yes, I had to be allowed to parent my sons. Now, for the idiots, right, in the employment of the judiciary, yes, I'd like you to remove your fraud today. Brent. Now, human rights violation. See civil rights violation or hate crime. There is numerous human rights violations, yes, civil rights violations, and hate crimes involved, yes, in the custody of my 5 sons. And as much as you'd say, oh my gosh, human rights violations, see civil rights. I've oftentimes said it violates my civil rights. Yes, when you took life, liberty, and property without due process of law. The actual issuance of any court process, yes, was in direct violation of a superior court order. Now, it's not just the civil rights violation of depriving American citizens of life, liberty, and property without due process of law. It's depriving American citizens of life, liberty, and property, yes, in violation of court order.